Now, here's Chris.
Yeah, good morning, Great Britain. Morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Oh, my Lord. I was watching a great clip of, oh, man, I'm going to forget who it is. A great clip of the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
Right. I thought you'd forgotten who that was.
No, that.
Yeah. That's
you
Donald.
can't forget that.
Trump.
I'm going to sneeze.
He was in the UK yesterday.
Who?
Briefly.
Who was?
Trump.
Doing what?
Refueling.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't track him. You're losers.
How long were you tracking him for, James?
No, I wasn't. I saw it after that.
Was he on Big Jet TV?
No.
Oh, here he comes. All right.
He'd have been perfect for Big Jet TV.
A military base.
I was watching a clip of him. I've got to try and find it. And you know how he veers off his autocue sometimes, and when he roams into the no man's land that is ad-lib.
Now, did I see this as well? I wonder if I know what you're talking
He
about.
says he made up a word.
Oh, no, it wasn't that I saw.
I'll try and find it.
Okay.
Imagine if you saw his auto cue and it all says all the words that he actually says. You know what I mean? She knows what I mean.
And then the camera just
Bigly.
pans to the right, and there's just a 5-year-old writing his speeches.
It's a nice little sketch, actually.
I made that word up. It's the bestest word. They say it's the bestest word ever.
Put Bigly down. Right, Bigly. He'll say it.
Yeah, I like to watch some very serious American and worldwide news at
course.
5:20 in the morning.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this new word story, but there's a headline with a sub-headline here. It says, Trump said Monday that he invented a new word that is very old.
Yeah. It's a word.
All right, it's a word that, it's been around for years.
It's
and
not
years.
this word, but it's something like negatively. Right?
Is it like when
And he just goes, I invented that word. It's like
Alexandra Burke brought Elephant in the Room over from
That's
America?
right.
Oh, that's
Have you found it, James?
I've read it.
You can find it. There is a clip of it somewhere, but anyway.
It's me saying I've got an idea for the new feature called the Platinum Hour.
Yeah.
Did he then say afterwards, that's a new word? Or did he say...
He said he invented that word. It's a word he came up with. and but it just made me think, like, is he, right? And some of our listeners hate it when I get into talk about politics or anything, because they're not. I'm not allowed to have an opinion, but I'm just allowed to be the idiot off the radio that plays fart sound effects.
This is talking about the personality of somebody in politics as opposed to...
Does he say that going, this'll really rile them up? Or has he come up with a word and he genuinely thinks he's created it? Or does he just say stuff and... Because there are certain greatest hits of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Like, he will say things in threes. Like, he will say, we had the biggest crowd, the biggest crowd. They say it's the biggest crowd they've ever seen. That is like one of his greatest hits.
Yes, it is. Repeat and then repeat.
We've lowered the prices. They're so low. They say they're the lowest they've ever been. I think the lowest ever in the world. That's one of his greatest hits. Does he, one of his greatest hit default settings, is it just saying, yeah, that was me. I did that.
Imagine if he's the world's greatest troller. Like, he's been doing this deliberately all of that time. Because sometimes I've noticed content creators, like James, they'll do stuff like this. They'll do a normal video, but they'll deliberately do something ridiculous in it. Like, I saw someone, like, hold chopsticks in a really ridiculous way, but they were doing a serious video about the food. And then all of the comments were like, was anyone noticing the way they
So they're doing that on purpose, you think?
Doing it on purpose.
Okay,
Yeah.
clever.
Is Donald cleverer than we think?
No.
He may have
I'm gonna
just
say no.
real art movement.
But the thing is, I'm not like, whether you hate him or indifferent to him, really like him, the question still remains, though. When he says, I invented that,
Yeah.
like, did you hear when he was talking about tariffs? Because it depends on how you... All right. And again, even if you're a fan of Trump, you don't care or you don't like him, you can listen to what I'm saying, right? When the tariff thing was going on, he was talking about how it'll make things cheaper for the people in America.
Americas,
right?
yeah.
Put whether or not that's true to one side. And he was saying that it'll make groceries cheaper. And he was so happy with the word groceries It's a word that nobody uses anymore. Groceries. Isn't that a beautiful word? Groceries. You never hear that word. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing the word groceries back. Now, it feels like he's not heard the word groceries for years, and it's transferred him to being a younger man when people bought groceries.
Right.
But people still buy groceries every day.
Yeah.
It's still a word.
And they say groceries every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like going, you could go and buy beetroot. Isn't that great? Do you remember beetroot? Do you remember it? Beetroot. I'm going to bring beetroot back. But we've got beetroots here.
I was good. We had it for tea last night, Donald. Yeah.
It's just fascinating.
He's a fascinating man.
Now, if you watch the film about him, they say it's sort of like there's lots of things in there that he learned that have stayed with him.
Right.
So never admit that you're wrong, never admit defeat, always say that you won. Even if even if you come last in a race, you didn't come last in the race.
You're gaslighting him.
Somebody else has cheated. Absolutely, yeah. He was gaslighting before gaslighting was even a thing.
A lot of people say I didn't come last. So he would say that, wouldn't he?
He's the great, as president, he's the most successful in the first 100 days in office, and he's the most successful president ever in the history of presidents.
Yeah.
Now he's not, and the stats and figures and history will back that up. He's absolutely not, but he says he is.
Yeah. Well, everyone's saying he is.
And then he moved, but no one's saying he isn't.
No.
He's saying he is.
Yeah. He's saying that everyone's saying he is.
You can analyse this. You could roll your eyes and go, idiot, or you could absolutely analyse the psychology of it and go deep and deep into it. But try and do it today at work, at college, at uni, at home, with the family. It won't work. It won't work.
Have you done that report? Yeah.
Where is it?
It's the best report.
Yeah.
Where is the report?
You've read it.
I haven't read it.
You've read the report. You said it was great.
I need that report on my desk in the next hour. See? You can't do it. You just can't get out of it.
You have to be Donald.
What have you done there, James?
Like that.
Oh, look at this shot. No, put that back. Put that back. Phoenix, can you get a shot of our... Look at this.
That happened yesterday.
There's a lot. It's like NASA. There's a lot going on.
This is weird.
Look, that screen on the back just goes on forever and ever and ever.
There are 10 screens.
Oh, it's like Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh my
Every
goodness.
camera.
Is this the real This is just Timberly. There you are.
We should say
Now, if you're not watching on Global Player, that would have not made any sense whatsoever. Oh my God, I've got Trump hands. Look what I've done. Well, they're not mine.
You got Trump out.
They're not mine, by the way, Pippa. If you look on the screen, they're not my hand. No.
They're not.
If you look on the screen, that's just somebody waving. Who's down there? We're live on Global Play. You can watch. All right. You open up the Radio X app and away you go. I'll switch that off and let James try and fix the screen. I guess we're gonna play the video of Trump and his word he's invented.
Yes. Oh.
I mean, we have it here to a certain extent where politicians just, The question I put to you, politician, is when will these changes take place? Well, I think the most important question, actually, is what about those people over there? Look what they're doing.
Exactly. Thank you for asking, because it's an important question. But a more important question is, I had sausages last night.
Imagine that. Imagine if you were interviewing... So we had two guests on the show yesterday. We had Cammy on, Chris Kamara,
Yes.
and Alex James from Blur. Imagine if any of those had just played that trick. So I go, Alex James from Blur's here. Hey, you've got your big festival, which is the big festival that you do every year. How are the tickets going for that? Well, that's a good question, Chris. But I think the more important question is which one of Blur's albums was the best?
Exactly. And let me answer that.
Well, that's not what I've asked you. I did ask you a totally different question there.
It's which one of you is prepared to win. So who just keeps going? If he says, no, that question's better.
You keep going. Yeah.
Like, who gives up first? And then I think like a lot of us go, do you know what?
Politicians.
And that's why you get bored, and that's why you zone out.
Yeah.
That's why when politicians were partying in Downing Street or breaking the rules, it went on for so long that you find yourself going, are we still talking about this is boring now?
Yeah.
Move on. It's like, no, don't move on.
Yeah.
Don't move on.
I think people have had enough of listening to this.
If you broke the rules, you wouldn't be able to get away with that. That's all right, officer. Don't worry about it. Go on, off you go.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
But
it.
like
You're having a party in your back garden with 100 people. It's fine. No, we're having a work meeting.
Yeah.
Party schmarty.
In the back of the van. because that's what the
back
police
of a
do,
van.
right?
But in those question time things, you have to move on because of time constraints as well. So
Exactly.
you don't answer the question.
And they
move
know
on.
that, don't they? Politicians know that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, they don't.
Politicians.
No,
They
they
do,
don't.
they
no,
do.
No, they don't.
They do.
They don't.
They do.
You know, they say they don't. It's probably the most don't that they've ever not said.
Everyone
Next
says
question.
What they say. I think the most important question is, you know, how great am I?
Yeah, you're absolutely right when you say that.
I'm the greatest Radio X DJ they've ever had in 25 years of Radio X.
Right. So it hasn't been going for 10 yet.
Yep, it has, yeah.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
10th
I'm the
anniversary in
best.
September.
It's not, and these are not my words.
Well, they are.
I mean, they are, but I
are
won't
your
admit
words.
that. These are, some people are saying this is the only show that global out of all the radio shows that management like.
What people are saying.
Yeah, so that's what people say. Yeah.
Well,
And look, I don't say these things. People say these. People say that
Yes. Well,
you're
I'm like
saying
so much better than Jordan North.
Right. Who says...
I mean, to be fair, everyone.
Well, that's a bad example, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could be president.
I am president.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think you are, though.
I am, yeah.
So you are.
I'm president of the United States of Moyles.
Whoa.
Can't argue with
Okay, now I'm starting to sound like I'm a bit crazy. Have you found it? Have you got it?
I think so.
Okay, all right.
bit more, and America's going to pay a lot less. Again, because it's a much smaller population than when you think of the whole world. So basically what we're doing is equalizing. There's a new word that I came up with, which I think is probably the best word. We're going to equalize.
What? Which I think is probably the best word. No.
It's equalizer. Oh, no, he came up with it.
He came up with that?
Yeah.
Right.
He came up with that word. Can we hear it again? Can we just drop it back a little bit? You see him look down at these scripts. It's like...
He's playing with us.
Do you not read this before you go on?
Population than when you think of the whole world.
Look down at the script. Read it.
So basically what we're doing is equalizing. There's a new word that I came up with, which I think is probably the best word. We're going to equalize.
Now...
When he says that, did somebody smirk in the background or was somebody moving? There's
Basically,
a slight noise.
world. So basically what we're doing is equalizing. There's a new word that I came up with, which I think is probably the best word. We're going to equalize.
I think that's one of the staff dropping a plate going, he's done it again, Jeff.
He's made up a word again.
Also, equalising is not the best word.
Do you remember those hi-fi stacks that you used to have? You had one up
Yes,
until recently, didn't you?
absolutely, yeah.
And you would get the equaliser on there, which would be 3 little faders.
Yes.
So you'd have your bass, your treble, and your mid.
That's it.
And that was your equaliser.
Graphic equalizers.
Right?
Yeah.
Who knew that Donald Trump came up with that?
Donald Trump came up with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the United States president, everybody.
Wasn't Edward... And who was in the equaliser? There was a massive TV show. Yeah, it was Iwa Woo Woo.
Yeah, and then your mate Denzel Washington.
Yeah,
Yes, of
that's
course.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The theme tune to the Equalizer TV show was called Busy Equalizing.
Busy equalizing.
Yeah,
What
that was the theme tune to it. Yeah. By the way, I love the Equalizer with Denzel Washington. I watched it again the other day.
Somebody needs to get a clip of Denzel Washington talking about this now that Donald Trump has invented it.
He should just do a video going, hey,
Yeah.
Donald, I think you'll find.
Yeah.
I invented that.
Don't mess with Denzel. Don't mess with my mate Denzel Washington.
Yeah, that was out 2014.
2014.
What was?
Equalizer.
Was it?
Well, Denzel's version.
No.
That's what that says there. Release date.
I think you're probably right.
Oh God! Do you even want to know when the TV show was with Edward Woodward?
Oh no.
Do you know the actor Edward Woodward, Pippa?
I've heard of him. I don't think I'd recognise him.
Do you know why he's got so many D's in his name?
No, I don't.
Just because that's why he was christened.
Yeah.
Really?
They just wrote it on the birth certificate.
Yeah.
Is it? Why did his parents call him Edward?
Because his surname was Woodward, and it's hilarious.
It's such a great name
Why
to say.
did
Edward Woodward.
Dermot Monahan's parents call him Dermot?
Because they don't like him.
Yeah.
They looked in the cot and they went, ugh. Yes. I'll look after this now for the rest of our lives.
Gary Neville's dad was called Neville Neville.
Thank you. I went to the gym yesterday with Jamie. Jeepers.
Was it the best gym you've ever been to?
Yes, Jim.
Best Jim.
Oh, he said to me, I trained so hard. He's never seen anybody train so hard. He said it's probably the hardest anybody's ever trained in a gym ever. That's what they say, yeah. I invented the word gym.
Right. Did you?
Yeah.
Gosh.
I was saying to Don before the show, I woke up this morning and just all of my body aches. And it feels like I should look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I don't look any different to how I did yesterday.
But you feel...
But I feel...
Yeah.
I feel the pain of it all.
Right.
How much... And I know people listen to the show in the gym. I know there'll be people in the gym right now, and it's just non-stop. You've got to train, which is hard, and then you've got to do it again the next day, or the day after, whatever you want.
Do you see the same faces in there every time you go to the gym?
No, not really. Sometimes it's fairly quiet.
Is this the same gym as Blossom's man?
Yeah.
Do you see him again anymore?
No.
Oh, it's a shame.
No. I don't even know how I got in there. He's 3 stone ringing wet, do you know what I mean? I don't even know how he got through the door.
Yeah. I bet he has to tie his hair up, doesn't he? I'll get in the way.
Was it that one? Was it Tom?
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah. He was bench pressing 240 kilograms. I was very impressed.
Wow.
Oh, no, that's right. No, he wasn't.
That wasn't 20.
He was probably like, oh, I've come down to this gym. No one will know me. Oh, God, Chris Moyles, just what?
We're going to be talked about on the radio tomorrow.
We have to have gym chat.
Anyway, I did my weights, I did my things, I did whatever he told me to do. And then that was it. And then I felt great. And then I woke up this morning and I'd literally dragged myself out of bed. And I'm like, ow!
Not
yeah,
nice.
but it's a fun feeling.
And it's going to be a warm, sunny day today. It's going to be lovely.
Dom, look.
Around the UK.
Can you see any difference in my
you
arms?
out, Arnie.
Can you see that?
That's massive.
Wow.
Yeah.
It really has worked.
Because it's totally different on the other side.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Bingo wings.
Some say it's the biggest bicep they've ever seen.
It's just relaxed muscle.
Were you still in Central when there was the power cut yesterday?
No, what power cut?
Oh, what? You didn't see that?
No.
How long for?
Mega power cut in central London. Ruined all the tubes, like this building went off. It was very exciting.
Wow.
What time was that?
About 2.
2, yeah.
Oh, no, it's well gone. What do you mean it ruined the tubes? Well, the tubes just stopped?
Yeah.
What,
They
stuck
slowed
in the
down?
tunnels?
They closed them. Like loads of them. What?
For how long?
Oh, man.
Hour or two. An hour or two. I don't know. I couldn't go anywhere. I just...
Did you hear that, Dom? They closed the tubes for
how long?
The tubes in the tunnels just would have stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get out?
Walk.
Wait.
I ain't walking down there. Not with all those rats.
Oh, that'll be fun.
And Mises.
Yeah.
What happened to this building?
Well, all of the lights went off, but the station stayed in there. The backup systems work. That was fun.
All the coffee machines turned off. Uproar.
Oh, I bet it'd be massive.
You'd have been out the door at 11, so you wouldn't have seen when anything
It's a busy time. I was still here.
At 2?
Yeah.
My ass.
I was still here till
He was. I
9.
can vouch
At
for it.
2?
Thank you.
He was.
What happened?
It's a busy
Was
time.
it, had he fallen over? Was he trapped under something heavy, like a piece of paper?
Couldn't go home. It was a power cut.
Busy time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a busy time.
My God. 2?
I know.
Nah, forget that.
Whoa.
That's why I'm the star of the show. I'm out the door.
But that's the
See
beauty
my
of
ass
it.
for dust.
That's the beauty of being a presenter.
There was a
I
small-
take the burden of the whole show on my shoulders.
Exactly.
So that I can leg it at 10 o'clock.
There was a small cable fault caused a fire at one of the substations.
Is that what it was?
At 2:08 p.m.
Those blooming substations are rubbish. It's always those substations.
Get more of them.
We've seen it all, by the way, here. Out of this little window in our studio into Leicester Square in London, we've seen it all. They realised they didn't have enough power for Leicester Square.
I wonder if it was that one.
So they had to put this, essentially a generator, right? Under the ground.
And a transformer.
Right, no one knows what that is, apart from robots in disguise.
Yeah,
so I'm saying a generator because people know that generator's power. And they had to stick it under the ground in Leicester Square with some other generators. I don't know if they took one out and replaced it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
old
know,
one
I guess
came
they-
out. I took a picture of it.
And that took, what, a year and a half?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Took a picture of it.
I did.
Imagine. Over there's a hotel. It's 6 or 7 floors deep and 6 or 7 floors high. And when we started at Radio X, there was a cinema there. They
Yes.
just started to knock the cinema down.
Yeah.
It took them 5.5, 6 years to build this hotel.
Amazing.
Yeah, that wasn't there when we started. Has all bar one always been there?
Yeah, I think so for many years, isn't it?
When we started here, downstairs, there was the Capital Cafe, the Capital Radio Cafe,
Right, yes.
where you can get Dr. Fox burgers and the Chris Tarrant all-day breakfast.
Absolutely. And he'll serve it as well.
Yeah.
Pay enough, he'll serve it.
Those David Jensen brownies. Delicious.
They were to die for.
I had potato skins with David Jensen in the Capital Radio
I
Cafe
know you
back in the
did.
day.
How cool is that?
Chart fans, you want to get some potato skins? And I'm like, yeah.
David
do I.
Kidd Jensen is such
Yeah.
a cool name.
I'd say I saw Adrian Just the other day, former Radio 1 legend.
Yeah.
Who's Adrian Just?
Oh, hello, please. One of the powerhouse DJs of the 1980s.
Adrian Just. O with an E.
This event that I went to.
He was the DJ Bruno Brooks could have been.
Oh, no, they're two different set of skills.
Bruno was awesome.
You got your Adrian on one side, you got Bruno on the other. Both as good as each other, but in different fields.
Very different ways.
Anyway, he introduced me to Kiki D.
Right.
Yeah.
Kiki D.
And then he introduced somebody else to Kiki D.
Right.
And then I heard him introduce other people to Kiki D. So I heard Adrian Just say, in about half an hour, I heard him say 6 times, "Have you met Kiki?" And by the 5th time, it was really tickling me. So by the time he said it again, someone saw John Coleshaw. John walks in, "Hey, are you all right? Do you know Adrian? Yeah, how are you?" And Adrian goes, "Do you know Kiki?" I just burst out laughing. I burst out laughing.
Oh, it's lovely.
And he looked at me as if to go, "What are you laughing at?" "Do you know Kiki?" It sounded like some novelty song you would hear on holiday in the summer.
It doesn't even sound like words if you say it enough.
Do you know Kiki? Like that.
Kiki D.
Let me take a selfie or whatever.
Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, low battery or whatever it is.
Kiki D's real name is Pauline.
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
Please tell me it's Pauline D.
No, Pauline Matthews.
And she changed it to Kiki
Better
D.
known by her stage name, Kiki D.
I think she made a good move there.
Have you met Kiki?
Isn't that lovely? Have you met Pauline? It's not the same ring
Not
to
the
it, does it?
same. Wow.
Oh, look at Chris Moyles showing off with his showbiz stories.
Kiki D this, Adrian Just that.
Oh, man. Here we go. Right, what are people saying on the text? I'm not ready out this morning. I was in Leicester Square yesterday. TGI Fridays has gone. What's happened to Jason, says
has.
Craig in Plymouth. I actually think Jason went a while before, but he never said goodbye.
He went before they closed. Yeah, you're right, he did. No, he didn't say goodbye.
He could have given us a few Oreo milkshakes before he
We used to bang on the floor, didn't we, in order a milkshake from him. Jason!
He was lovely.
He was lovely.
Still lovely, I imagine.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
But yeah, no, it's gone. TGI Fridays is gone now.
Yeah.
Didn't they change the name from TGI Fridays? They did a big brand thing. Didn't they do it? Am I right in saying this? They did a big brand change. We've got to get some new people in. We've got to get rid of the old and in with the new. So we're not going to be called TGI Fridays anymore. We're going to be called Fridays.
I think you're right.
Is that right?
And you go,
You've got rid of 3 letters, guys.
You're right.
how much did you spend? Which company did you pay all that money to for them to come back and go, okay, so we did all the research and we want to unveil your new logos. You used to be TGI Fridays, but now you are Fridays. Okay, so can you pay my company £1.9 million for that new brand reconstruction, we call it, okay? Jeepers.
They would have paid a fortune as well.
Do you know what? I hate to say it. When I worked for Capital Radio, 95.8, they had a big meeting and then they unveiled the new company logo,
Right.
which was Capital Radio London PLC. And they changed it to Capital Radio. Wow. They took the London off. Wow. And literally the boss, stood up and pretty much went, ta-da! And the logo looked, when I say exactly the same,
Right.
everybody in the room was like, it's the same logo. They've made a mistake. They're showing us the same. And then someone goes, oh, they've taken the word London off. That's it. That's it.
That's it. Subtle changes.
I think you'll find, this is, the future, I think you look at that and you see, a company that means business, just take the word London off, haven't you? Excuse me. No, just say it. It's nice and all, but you just take the word London off, haven't you? Who's that on the back? Oh, me? Yeah, I'm Dr. Fox. Yeah. Come and see me in my office afterwards. That was me.
Gotcha.
Oh, the rest is history. Well, there you go. That is the first 25 minutes of today's Chris Moyles Show. I think we've all learnt a lot. We've also learnt a brand new word.
Who knew equalise was a word?
Yeah. Pippa has got a weekend roundup quiz to do. We've got some stories to tell you. We've got some awesome songs to play. And Dominic Byrne has your news, sport, and weather, and helicopter traffic coming up.
Chris Moyles Radio.
That in for you. Wave at the cameras.
The Chris Moyles Show.
With the Skoda Elrock.